The twisted missiles are part of a project at the Air Force Research Laboratory called the Missile Utility Transformation via Articulated Nose Technology, MUTANT project. The Air Force Research Laboratory, AFRL, revealed the project last week at the Air and Space Forces Association's Warfare Symposium in Aurora, Colorado. The United States Air Force wants to use twisting MUTANT missiles to blow fast-moving targets out of the air. The idea is that a missile launched from a jet would have an articulated head that could twist to help it change direction and hit targets. Some of the test footage makes it look like a missile nose cone strapped to a Slinky. The MUTANT missile will morph mid-air, allowing it to chase down targets more efficiently. Right now, the MUTANT missile exists as a modified Hellfire. AFRL hasn't fired one of these things in the air, and is currently using a rocket sled. A rocket sled is a long piece of track with a target at the end of it. Researchers strap the test missiles to this track and fire it down the range. It never leaves Earth, slams into the wall at the end, and allows the researchers to study the impact and effect of the missile without firing it in the air. Think of it as a car crash test range for weapons. Control actuation systems, good for range, fins only, tend to be bad for maneuvering and agility. Control actuation systems, good for maneuverability and agility, canards, wings, jets, thrust vectoring, tend to be bad for range due to drag or additional weight. Historically, size, weight, and power of morphing technology has been prohibitive to a missile system level benefit. MUTANT is in the midst of tipping the scale in the morphing weapon's favor, AFRL said in a press release about the missile. The war in Ukraine has shown the impressive power of cheap drones. Both sides are using drones to scout enemy positions, drop explosives from the sky, and as cruise missiles. Drones are smaller, more maneuverable, and harder to hit than traditional missiles and aircraft. The threat of hypersonic weapons has also upended traditional air defenses. The missiles are so fast that experts have said they're impossible to knock out of the air with traditional means. Russia has used hypersonic missiles in Ukraine and has said it's working on a hypersonic nuclear weapon that has a glide reentry vehicle, which would allow it to travel fast while also maneuvering. The U.S. military is working on several defenses against these weapons, including its own hypersonics and MUTANT missiles. The Air Force needs every advantage it can get. Lately, it's had trouble hitting even slow-moving objects. The Air Force wants MUTANT missiles because the stuff flying around in the air it may need to shoot down has become highly maneuverable. Typically, a missile fired from a jet has a hard time changing trajectory, and making it more maneuverable sacrifices speed.